Just a short drive west of downtown. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Erasmo Ramirez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes.
He's out. Out. Three. Out. You're out.
Digging in, Mark Lloyd. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. First offering on its way. Fly ball to straightaway left. Flores moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, and this is still. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andreas Flores, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Flores.
2-2-2. Short. Garcia has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy's big pack.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center.
Hold up, right here on the bench.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Shaw.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Row. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Gamble.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Rondell.
3-1. Here it is. And he misses ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Del Monaco.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. In now, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Next up for New York, Dilson Herrera, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Gets this one down. Smoke has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Lloyd.
Second baseman, Mark.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 1 run scores. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
To first. Home comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Ben Gamble.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
No,
3-0 now.
He's got himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4. Striding into the box, Justin Smoke. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Gio. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate.
Now batting, number 6.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see.
Settling in now, Mark Lloyd. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Gamble.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
2-0.
The 2-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, and the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. He'll throw home with it, and they will get to force. And a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. New York came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Aaron Bummer claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman, Mark.
No balls and 1 strike. That average way up there to start things out. 29 homers and 71 runs batted in. Line toward the alley in left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Skied into straightaway right. Nimmo is there, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Nimmo in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Brewers strand 1, still 8-0. Jalen Beeks enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jalen Beeks.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Triggs with his 4th win this season. Chase Anderson struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A dominating hitter gets a call from his representative.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Max Scherzer. Hello, cheapest Max. And it's not age at 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game.
Standing in, Mark Lloyd. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Mark Lloyd.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Time for a look at the curly W on.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Soto sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same. This is his last at bat right here. The double play is in order.
But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be. Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Line drive to left.
Find the ball.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame. So digging in now, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Soto is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. Here's Justin Smoke now. Past battles with Scherzer. He's a .417 hitter.
Smoke.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Flores. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Grandal.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fly ball out to right field. Jankowski is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in and looking for more. Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Popped up. Turner is there, and he's got it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Justin Smoke. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Justin Smoke.
A swinging bunt out in front of the
Get
plate.
here, get here.
Throw to first to take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out. Ready for another chance? Yasmani Grandal, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The Brewers down to their final strike. Right side.
Pull up. Go, dig.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. 7-1, the final score in tonight. The Nationals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Max Scherzer earns win number 4 on the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort.
No errors. They left 12.
Just blocks from the cap. Jason Blackburn is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Brewers strand 1, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Stepping up now, Justin Flores. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Nationals, the center fielder, Justin Flores.
One.
Towards second. Backhanded. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of Trey Turner. He had almost 100 runs batted in a year ago, so I think maybe he's putting some pressure on himself to repeat that kind of production, and it's just not happening. Sometimes you just have to go back to basics and focus on having quality ABs.
2 men on, 2 out. That'll bring up the second baseman, Wilmer Defoe.
Wilmer Defoe.
Slider swung on and grounded toward short. Iglesias is there, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. Washington leads this one 1-0. Well, there is some weather in the area here in D.C. as we begin the second, and for more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Lloyd. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Soto moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row as a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. And a dive, but he's back. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
On the line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here it comes, 0-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away. Striding in once again, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Lead to a run here for Milwaukee. So striding in, Henry Allard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Smoke toward the hole. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Juan Soto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter, the second baseman, Mark Lloyd.
Doolittle pauses. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Now batting, Mike Moustakas. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to third.
You're here.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Mano-a-mano numbers with Bear Claw. He's 1 for 5. He's set. The 0-1. And this ball swung out and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Nationals have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. 5-2 the final score tonight. Washington jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Washington Nationals, 5 runs, 10 hits.
Just a couple of miles from. Standing in, Mark Lloyd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Soto. 2 gone. With that, here's a look at the Brewers' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, a lot of this offense runs.
Digging in, Mark Lloyd. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Lloyd.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitch.
Strasburg with a check at first, and he'll dive back in. The 2-2. Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field. And gone up into the second deck.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter.
Striding in, Wilmer Defoe. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. This inning is it sent out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play. And next for Milwaukee, Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 30 home runs on the year, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Digging in once again, Mark Lloyd. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right.
Now batting, the shortstop, Alberto Merced.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Mark Lloyd will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
11-5, the final tally in this one. Milwaukee hit 6 home runs as a team. Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Let's play ball. He's out. Three.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Mark Lloyd. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Lloyd.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. The relay. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Stepping in, Kevin Kramer, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
1-1-1.
The surprise here is he's going to try to lay one down. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. Let's leave one. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jameson Taillon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jameson Taillon.
1-1.
Toward second. Lloyd is there. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a
swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he will get there to make the running play. Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd, and their runners at the corners now.
Mark Lloyd.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 32 now for the season, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long.
Mark Lloyd will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground.
Beat it out.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs here, no hits.
The batter, number 27.
On the ground to second base. This could be the second for 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as he'll get just the 1. At the plate, Reggie Schaffer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with sac fly.
And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single
1-1-1.
scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's on the other side has been really impressive.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth. Here's Gregory Polanco, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Polanco.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Played on to first, and that's your ball game.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Brewers used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jimmy Nelson earns win number 7 on the season. Josh Hader hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman, Mark.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lloyd, the former Chicago White Sox. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
I know they say something.
Jalen Beeks will be on the mound to start the 9th inning.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
A
2-0 finish today.
First for the victorious Pirates, 2 runs on 8 hits. No.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere. Lucas Giolito starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up win of the year in his last start. Hopefully his mojo starts turning around.
And he'll just make the tag himself in the inning. Stepping in, Mark Lloyd, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Mark Lloyd.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Marte going back to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Now in the box, Mark Lloyd, and their runners at the corners now.
Mark Lloyd.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Up next for the Buccos, Reggie Schaffer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-bat.
And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucs. It's a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's
ready once again, Colin Moran. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Colin Moran.
Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He'll bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Into the box now, Mark Lloyd. He hit a sac fly earlier.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again, Colin Moran. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Colin Moran.
Out towards second. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Edgar Santana will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. So striding forward now, Mark Lloyd starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Popped him up. Schaffer has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Pittsburgh took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Trevor Williams earns his 5th winner of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Lucas Giolito couldn't escape the 4th inning.